By 2005, I was pretty out of it, feeling very sorry for myself. It was probably one of the darkest points in my life. All my savings and earnings were going into sustaining the development of For Real. I was broke. I was so stressed I'd given myself a slip disc, and the only option left was for me to pack my bags out of New York and move back to my parents' house in Delhi.
I was given the script to For Real, and I read that, and I was really blown away by it. It was an amazing script, one of the best I'd read in a long, long time.
I was actually ready to call it a day on For Real. I was this close to calling up the investors and saying, I'm so sorry to have wasted your time and have kept your money in my bank, but here it is. I'm returning it to you, and sorry I can't pull off this project.
You said that you had a star attached and you had a bit of money. And in my world, that was sort of enough to start making a film. And I was sort of wondering what the delay was.
The delay was simply that I didn't want to start spending the investors' money without having the entire quantum of funds required to finish the film.
And I remember sort of sending some emails to you about just sort of low-cost ways of editing or sort of low-cost ways of getting around the fact that you're low budget from, senior heads of department with lots of trainees under them.
I started getting a realization that maybe I can take the money that I have in the bank already and pull off production by applying a lot of these out-of-the-box ideas.
Product placement or, sponsorship or freebies, from corporates to vendors.
But I had to decide, was I ready to start this film with only enough money to see the shooting through? What about editing? I would have had to go and raise money for editing after that. And I don't know how it happened, but it was such a snap decision, and I decided to do that. So in August, we launched the pre-production office, and I declared to myself that we're going to start shooting in January. I needed personnel and I needed equipment. So there were these two guys who I could clearly think of who had both those things. Ruben O'Malley.
I had a camera and I chipped that in and flew to India.
Ruben sounded off Arun Chaudhary, who was another buddy from film school.
And he had said that he was shooting a movie in India. He knows that, I have relatives there and stuff. And so
he wrote to me and he said,
a little birdie told me you're making a feature film in India and I would love to help out.
He was a star recordist at New York and at NYU, and he came attached with his rig.
Sona's script was magical. It had a force and a power to it from this young girl's experience that was unlike anything I had ever read before.
It had this sort of wacky eccentricity that I didn't normally associate with her. So I thought that was very sort of exciting to see.
So at least if nothing else, we had the camera, the director, the sound recordist, and the equipment to shoot the film with an actor standing next to a wall.